certainly had a lot to do with the things they did offensively. He understands in formulating a game plan. You know where Ricky Ray's going to throw the ball from. He's a pocket passer. You can get to him.
Going deep and open and knocked away at the last moment. Maurice Mann thought he had touchdown, and look who was in on the knockdown.
Yeah, Javon Johnson showing he's not just a one-trick pony here tonight. He's done it on special teams. Now you see him with a big play on defense to save a tackle. Maurice Mann gets inside position on him. As that ball brings him back to the outside. Johnson maybe catches a bit of a break.
Exactly. That might have been an interference.
Good job to get himself in position, but he took that one off the back of the head, suggesting he wasn't really watching the ball.
Another try here for Ray. Out of the backfield. Whitlock brought down by his pal, Jonathan Heffney.
Hey, Jonathan Heffney's no pal tonight. He's been a thorn in Archie Whitlock's side.
Again, two guys who grew up together, basically lived in the same household down in South Carolina, and all their friends and family watching this game tonight. Whitlock got one up on Heffney earlier on a 60-yard scamper, but since that time, Heffney has held Whitlock in check.
Yeah, you could make a pretty good case for Jonathan Heffney being the best player on this football field tonight.
Well, Noel Prefontaine, last time he missed, Javon Johnson took it 118 yards. From the 41 to Gazap, and it is right through. The lead now 25-13 with lots of time left here in Winnipeg. Well, Prefontaine, after a successful field goal, kicks the ball back to Winnipeg. Javon Johnson gets a good block there, but then goes backwards, and because he retreated, lost a little yardage. And here comes the Winnipeg offense back on the field.
And former Eskimo Derek Doggett, special teams demon for Winnipeg, just dusted off one of his former teammates at the end of that play, causing a little bit of a scuffle over by the Eskimo bench.
Look at this formation from the Blue Bombers offensively. These guys are about 15 yards deep in the backfield. Wow. Brock Ralph takes it. Ralph with blocking. What a play from Winnipeg. I don't know what you would call that, Dwayne Ford, but whatever you called it, the Bombers should probably call it a little more often.
Yeah, I love the creativity here from Mike Kelly and Manny Matsakis. You can't even see the four receivers. They were so deep in the backfield, but they get the three out in front and hand it off to Brock Ralph. Terrific block by Adarius Bowman at the end of that play. Nice execution. And there you see Manny Matsakis, the running backs coach, who has become more of the offensive coordinator of this team.
Here they come again with that head start. Fred Reed. Mark Rastelli has a bullseye on him. Well, that's what Mike Kelly wanted to instill on this team at the beginning of the season when Stephon LaForge was the quarterback behind center often. They ran these wild motions in the backfield, and with not limited success early on.
Yeah, a lot of motion, a lot of use, particularly in week one. We saw the receivers carrying the ball on end arounds and sweeps. Brock Ralph and Romby Bryant were the two wide receivers at the time.
Little powder play again. But short of the first down is Reed. Fred Reed again after ripping off 260 yards a few weeks ago and has been very quiet the last 4 games. Is close to 100 yards tonight.
Yeah, 12 carries, 83 yards thus far.
Tristan Jackson has been a non-factor, but you know when a guy is due, he can do a lot. That's what Jackson does. Just takes one. Contain again. The Bombers drop the dangerous Jackson at his 10-yard line. Sean Gallant.
Ricky Ray and the Eskimos trying to rally in Winnipeg. Game 2 will be in Vancouver, where Buck Pierce makes his 3rd consecutive start since coming back from a concussion. It's the Lions and the Riders. Game 2 tonight on Wendy's Friday Night Football.
Ricky Ray and the Eskimos, 1st and 10 from their 10. Down 12. Ray looks deep. Stamps is held by Jonathan Heffney. The two of them kind of battling. Stamps wanted a call, did not get it. And we have said Jonathan Heffney's name a lot here tonight.
Yeah, Jonathan Heffney's been all over the football field tonight, whether it's been in run support, pass coverage, picking up a big block on special teams. Tough to tell who was holding whose hand there, but I can't see much reason why Fred Stamps would be grabbing a defender who's behind him.
Boy, another huge play for the Eskimos offense. Have to move the sticks, or they might have to give up another deuce. Ray is hit, and unable to come up with the football. Jamaica Rector, and once again, another guy frothing from the mouth tonight. Keo Craver, the ex-Eskimo, knocks it away.
Well, Keo Craver can thank the guys up front. You're going to see Ricky Ray all alone in that initial picture. Quickly has a lot of company wearing blue and gold as he throws that football. Ball hangs up a little bit because Ray can't step up and throw it. That allows Craver time to get there and prevent Jamaica Rector from pulling it in.
Keo Craver, a big part of the Eskimos.
I'm working over there too.
Jonathan Heffney, huge part of the Blue Bombers. Craver, of course, played with the Eskimos a couple of years ago. Prefontaine gave up a safety earlier. This time he's 4 yards deep and will do it again. And time running out on these Edmonton Eskimos here in Winnipeg.
And now this decision, to me, giving up the safety, goes back a few plays. Tristan Jackson, we always talk about returners catching the ball in the air. The one time you want to let the ball bounce is if it's deep enough that it's going to go in the end zone for a single point. And at that time, I thought Tristan Jackson might want to let that one go in for the single point. You'll see how he's standing at his own 10-yard line, inside his own 10 to catch the ball. They end up giving up 2 in a situation where they could have just given up 1 and had better field position.
The lead is now 2 converted touchdowns. The former Eskimo receiver coach last year, Mike Kelly. A few weeks ago, Winnipeg fans were calling for his head. Let's go down to Sean Churchill on the sideline.
Thank you very much, Rod. You had wondered about Tristan Jackson, whether or not he's having problems seeing the ball. I talked to him just a few seconds ago. He says, no, it's just a lack of focus, but promises to regain that focus for the final 11 minutes, guys.
Thanks, Sean. Javon Johnson. What a night he's having. So after that safety, Winnipeg close to Edmonton territory again. Javon Johnson loves to play. I mean, he plays on defense, obviously, returns kicks, but here's a guy who used to play quarterback in high school. He played on defense in high school, and his coach, Mike Kelly, calls him fearless.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've seen that tonight from Javon Johnson. It's a guy who gives his all every time he's out there on the football field. He's really developed into one of those guys who leads by example, does everything that he's asked to do.
Now the Blue Bombers, should they be able to take this down the field and into the end zone, could pretty much seal it here. It'll hitch and go. Amy. Otis Amy is a guy who knows Ricky Ray pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, a couple of guys in the alumni group at Sacramento State University.
Charles Roberts also.
Small school that has been kind to the Canadian Football League.
Is it ever? Winnipeg wideouts rarely go back to the huddle. They stay in their position as Amy just did there. Another hitch. Oh, Bernard. To play hot potato there. And Michael Bishop was knocked on his can. And it is a Winnipeg first down into Eskimo territory.
Yeah, they won't gain any style points here, but they...
So again, Bishop wants his team out that field quickly. You see Amy, a lot of those wide receivers just stay out of the huddle. And a hurry up anyway. 3 seconds left in the play clock. Screen pass. Reed read perfectly by Mo Lloyd.
You saw Fred Reed after he caught that football try to scramble out of the middle and get sideways because he knew Maurice Lloyd was bearing down on him. But Lloyd shows why he is one of the top middle linebackers in the CFL.
Saw Casey Bramlett, the backup quarterback here. That little chart, play chart. Again, they hurry up. With some protection. Bishop lets it go into traffic, and it's picked off by Jason Goss. And a huge play here for the Edmonton Eskimos. And maybe some rough stuff afterwards. Michael Bishop and his old teammate in Toronto, Byron Parker.
Yeah, that one ends with smiles and handshakes between the two old teammates.
Michael Bishop had not thrown an interception in almost 2 full games until right here. And this one, he probably should not have thrown.
Yeah, put it up there thinking he had the one-on-one coverage and he could give his wide receiver Amy a chance to make a play against Parker. Or sorry, against Jason Goss. But the free safety, Scott Gordon, did a nice job getting up to the sideline to help out.
So the Eskimos get it back, and they needed it. And immediately, they go to Maurice Mann, normally sure-handed. He knows he should have had that.
Yeah, we've seen Maurice Mann make some tough catches here tonight. Unable to come up with that relatively easy one. At what is a critical time now for the Edmonton Eskimos.
They could not have asked for a better time for a turnover. And now they have to turn this game around, drive the field. First in the CFL in passing yardage, nowhere near that tonight. Here's the rush. Ray hangs in. And picked off by Lenny Walls. And just as Bishop should not have thrown one, Ricky Ray would love to have that back. The 24th interception by